Listen and Live Audio presents 50 Battles That Changed the World by William Weir. Read for you by Rick Turner. Introduction. Any attempt to list the 50 most important battles in all history is necessarily subjective. Every battle has some effect on history. The basic criteria for picking the importance of the battles that changed the world are: how big a change did the battle make, and how much does that change affect us? One way is to decide what's really important to us, and how did we get to enjoy it. Most people would put freedom and democracy high on any list of desirable things. Order, not anarchy, is also highly desirable. The latest trend in world history seems to be that the Western political domination of the world is ending. In 1940, there was only one independent country in Africa. Europeans owned the rest of the continent. Today, there are no colonies in Africa. Most of Asia and the Far Eastern Islands were also owned by Westerners. Today, none of it is. In a way, the battles of the American Revolution started the trend. In 1905, Togo's Japanese showed that non-Caucasians equipped with modern technology could beat Caucasians equipped with comparable technology. In 1914, von Lettow-Vorbeck's black African soldiers proved that, man for man, they were the equal of Caucasians. But it took a European country, Ireland, to demonstrate how a weak nation could win its independence from a strong one. History is full of twists like that. Battle 1. Marathon, 490 BC. Who fought? Greeks versus Persians. What was at stake? The survival of democracy. Callimachus studied his Persian opponents from the heights above the plain of Marathon. A lot of cavalry. Also foot archers and infantry spearmen, at least as many as the 10,000 Athenians and 1,000 Plataeans he commanded, probably many more. The great Persian king Darius had unlimited resources. The Persian infantry were not as well armored as the Greeks, and their spears were shorter. But plains like Marathon made it possible to use cavalry effectively. So the Persians chose to land here, a 2 days' march away from Athens. With Spartan reinforcements, the Greeks, although all infantry, might be able to drive the barbarians into the sea. The Greeks had sent to ask for Spartan assistance. The Spartans were willing, but a local religious festival delayed their departure. Meanwhile, the Athenians had been holding the mountain passes, but could not agree whether to continue holding their ground or attack the Persians. Miltiades, one of the generals, was rabidly anti-Persian. He had been badgering Callimachus to attack. For as long as anyone could remember, kings, who claimed connection with the gods, ruled Greece. Then most cities overthrew their kings and accepted rulers, called tyrants. Now Athens had deposed its last tyrant, Hippias, and passed laws against tyrants. The Persian king, Darius, had ordered all tyrants among his Ionian Greek subjects deposed and replaced with pseudo-democracies. Ionian citizens could make their own laws, but all would have to be approved by the king. Athens and Eretria had helped Ionian rebels against Persia, which, the Persians said, was why they were at Marathon. But Callimachus knew that Darius wanted all of Greece, and many Greek cities had already submitted to him. The biggest holdouts were Athens and Sparta. If the Greek cities united, they could wipe out any fleet Darius could muster. Fighting Greeks was not easy. The Greek military system was ideal for their narrow mountain valleys. It was based on heavy infantry, protected from head to foot by heavy armor that arrows would not penetrate. Each Greek hoplite carried a long spear, with a short sword as a secondary weapon, attacking in long, straight lines many ranks deep, called a phalanx. They marched in step with the music of flutes. Man for man, they were the best infantry in the world. Greece, then, could only be conquered with overwhelming numbers supplied by sea.